Hey everybody. So today, what I would like you to work on is analyzing an ultrasound. Okay, so last class we worked and looked at how ultrasounds kind of work um, and what they are. Today we're actually going to look at some ultrasound images, okay, and see if we can figure out what's going on in uh, the knee of the player that we were kind of talking about last class. Okay. So first thing I'd like you to open is the in Canvas, go to modules, the Google Slides for the day. So scroll down, let's say Thursday, Friday, analyzing an ultrasound. Click on that and click on the link to open your slides. Okay. Several of these we've already done. Scroll down to slide 37. This is kind of where we're going to be at today. Okay. So a few of these slides are just kind of directions for what you should be trying to do today. So the first part is trying to do some reading on our assignment. Okay. So to open the assignment, go back to modules in Canvas, and it will be the one that says Analyzing an Ultrasound Assignment. Okay, let's click on that. All right, and it will look like this, Analyzing an Ultrasound. Okay, so the first thing I'd like you to do is just read through this short background. So a few paragraphs here. So a little background on the patient, a little background on the ultrasound medical imager. Okay, and then underneath is some raw data of the ultrasound taken of the left knee and the right knee. Okay. So once you get done reading, then you're going to try to actually put in some code for the ultrasound, so some of the raw data. Okay, and see if we can't create an ultrasound image ourselves, or what would be kind of an ultrasound image. Okay, so to do that, right underneath where it says sonogram of left knee, there is a link. It says code the imager. Click on that, okay, and make a copy for yourself. Okay, and as you open it, it will look like this. Okay, the first thing you want to do at the top where it says line spacing, frequency, and wave speed equals, you want to put in the numbers for each of those things. Okay, you will find that in the background reading. Okay, so when you look at and read through the background reading, it will give you the numbers for frequency, wave velocity, okay, and the line spacing. Okay. Then what you're going to do, right here it says raw line data. Okay, you're going to put in some numbers. So the numbers are going to be 0, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, and you're going to base those numbers on the raw data that you see on the left-hand side of this spreadsheet. Okay, so we are going to start with the left knee, and then once you code in for the left knee, then you want to go down to the right knee. Okay, so how you do this is you start at raw line data 1. Okay, and I'm just going to go down the column, vertical column. Okay, so I look at the left-hand side, and these blips are the echoes or reflections themselves. So if we look at this one's kind of a small blip, so I'm going to say that's a 1. Okay, and then we go down and looks the same, so that's also a 1. Okay, then at line 1 and transit time 3, it's a little bit of a bigger blip, so that to me is more of a 2. Okay, then keep going down, and this one you can see that blip's even bigger. So that's a very large echo or a reflection. So that's a 3. Okay, now the rest of it you can kind of see it's just a straight line, and there's no blips, so there's no reflections or there's no echoes. So I'm just going to put a 0 the rest of the way. Okay, Then I go to raw line data 2. Okay, now you'll see on the right side here, this is the actual ultrasound image that we are creating. So this is kind of what you get back. So the white is a really strong reflection or echo. The black, on the other hand, is where you're getting no reflection or echo. So it's just absorbing all into the body. So it's nothing's coming back. Then the shades of gray are kind of somewhere in the middle. So you're getting some less intense reflections or echoes, but they are still reflecting back. Okay, so that's kind of how we figure out the difference in tissue is the shades of gray. Okay, so what you want to do for the rest of this is put in the numbers for the data that you see, and then do the same thing for the right knee. Okay, once you have that, then what you should do is you can either take a screenshot of this, or I'm just going to highlight the data that I got, okay, and copy it, and then go back to my assignment, scroll down a little bit, and right underneath the table here for our left knee, I'm going to paste in, and you can just do link to spreadsheet. Okay, and there is my raw data. Okay, and the other thing they should have in here is the depth. Okay, and that's going to be based on the numbers that you put in for wave speed. Okay, so make sure to put that in. Okay, so once you get the left knee, put that in there, and then once you get the right knee, also put that underneath right knee, just right next to it. Okay. All right. Once you have that, okay, then underneath there's going to be some ultrasound imaging practice and challenge problems. Okay, and there are some sentence stems in there that you can use, okay, to help you write this out and answer the questions. So I wonder about the reason to use gel is the largest reflection was on line, okay, and so on. There is a challenge question here, so you're trying to figure out the wavelength and the resolution based on an equation that we've seen before. So wavelength equals wave velocity divided by the frequency. Okay, so you should be able to figure out those numbers from the background reading. Okay. The last one is just what are two things you could do to increase the resolution of this ultrasound imager? Okay, so think about what you might be able to do to make the image even better. Okay. All right. So that's the main task for the day. So see if you can put in the code and create an ultrasound image yourself, and then answer those questions. Okay, and then what you can look at also are some of the actual images here. Okay, and that's kind of what we're trying to create. Okay, so the left knee, the right knee, and see how yours compare to these, and see if you kind of get the same reflections and echoes that are on the actual ultrasound images. Okay. Some other things you might want to explore today are looking at some of the 3D images here, and kind of thinking about, okay, how do we actually create those images? All right. Lastly, there are a few videos to learn a little bit more about ultrasound and kind of the career of an ultrasound technician. So it's a really great job, pays really well, and always highly needed. So if you're interested, check that out as well. Okay. If you are done with all of that today, other things to work on are anything that we have done before. So the echolocation practice problems, the CER conclusion for waves assignment. Okay, reminder that one has been due, so try to turn that one in. Okay, or anything else you might be missing. So the paragraph lab or the Bill Nye Science Ed puzzle. All right. Okay, guys. Have fun with that.